Alright, what is going on, people of the internet, and welcome back to the episode of Ark Survival Evolved Max Speed. And in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Thorny Dragon. And real quick, I just want to apologize for any changes in audio quality. Unfortunately, the microphone that I've been using for the past 2 years, the Blue Snowball, has officially died on me, so I'm stuck using my headset microphone. But I have ordered a new microphone, and it should be here soon. But for now, we're going to have to put up with this. So hopefully there's not too much of a change. Apologies in advance. Again, sorry about that. Anyway, the Thorny Dragon, wonderful creature. I love this thing so much. In fact, I can't imagine how you could possibly not love the Thorny Dragon. It's got such a small aggro range that it can't really annoy you out in the wild like a terror bird can or a saber-tooth can, while still being a fantastic creature. And there are 3 words I'm going to say right now, and if these words don't resonate with you on a deep emotional level, I would like you to please click off the video because I can't tolerate that. Cat, dragon, lizard. That's something I can get behind. Anyway, you can see here, this is a 150, and I know that most ScorchedEarth servers won't be running 150s, but that's the beautiful thing about movement speed, is it doesn't change its levels. So, it's not like oxygen, or health, or melee damage. It's a stagnant number. So, a level 1 can be just as useful as a level 150 if it's strictly for movement speed, like the Gallimimus. Sure, it might have less stamina, but in the end, it's still going to be moving at the exact same speed 100% of the time, which is absolutely wonderful. So the Thorny Dragon will gain about 3.25, which is a bit of a weird number to say because movement speed doesn't actually calculate at a second decimal in Ark. So sometimes you're going to be moving up by 3.2 and sometimes you're going to be moving up by 3.3, and it's kind of interchangeable, that number, but in the end you're going to be running at about 341% movement speed, and it's a great number. I mean, Thorny Dragon is actually really fast, and above all else, this thing has 2 really useful things. The first is the Smithy saddle, which means that you can live out this thing real easily. You can store all your weapons and armor and clothing into it, and the fact is that you can make desert armor in the Smithy saddle, so it's more useful than ever. This is why I think on ScorchedEarth, not only does the map support having a Smithy saddle better, but it's more enticing to live out of a cat, dragon, lizard than a beaver. So I think you can easily do it on ScorchedEarth. If you just carry around a tent in your hotbar, you're good. In fact, I did that myself on a server that I was playing on with a couple of buddies. The second thing is how much damn stamina this guy has. I mean, you can see here the only time in this video that my stamina bar will even go down remotely noticeably is when you're right-clicking. Now, the Thorny Dragon does have 2 attacks. It's got left-click, which does a solid amount of damage. And it's got right-click, which does, I think, 1 damage per needle. I calculated it to be when I had a Thorny Dragon that had about the same movements, melee damage as this, rather. And it does a bit of torpor. You can get away with taming certain creatures with it, but I really wouldn't recommend using it as a primary source of knocking creatures out. But the stamina, getting back to that, is just basically infinite. You could run from one end of the map to the other one with the 1500 stamina this guy has standard, and you'll never run out. You just won't. And with the max movement speed, it can outrun nearly anything, so you could probably get from here to a save point so easily that you wouldn't even have to worry about it. It will work for a combat build. I'll say it right now, this guy has enough health and enough melee damage to take on pretty much anything, minus a deathworm or a wyvern. But why risk losing half your health to a Rex and then potentially falling off of a cliff when you could just run away? It just works better with the Thorny Dragon, and the fact is that you can live out of it so easily, and it has really good weight, and it collects so much wood. I mean, the amount of wood that this thing gets is on another level. It's just wonderful. You can live out this thing so easily, and it is a really cool creature overall. Anyway, this was kind of a short video. There's really not too much to be said about the Thorny Dragon. It's a pretty straightforward creature. There's not a lot of hidden gimmicks with it that you could learn. It's a pretty simple, easy to use low-level creature, despite the fact the saddle is unlocked so high because it's a Smithy saddle. But it really is wonderful, and to understand how good this thing is, you have to have one. But anyway, the ScorchedEarth server that I've been working on, if you want to join that, it's going to be going up on Friday, so if you're looking to apply, you should do that sooner than later, because we're going to be launching and we're not taking latecomers, unfortunately. But anyway, that's going to pretty much do it from us. Thank you for watching. If you got suggestions for any future episodes, you can leave it in the comments, and we'll see you in the next episode of whatever we make. Peace!
Sneezing! Bad time for sneezing! Oh god! Oh god!
You failed.
I was laughing at your sneeze. I was laughing at your sneeze. I thought you weren't gonna make it through because you sneezed, so I started laughing.
And it feels like every creature they add into Ark is just trying to one-up the last one, where the Capro actually tried to be different, and by association, it was probably the most useful creature I've ever had.